Okay, Catton parkrun. Here we go. I wasn't going to upload this one. I've got a race tomorrow, so this one's like super chilled. And I've done this one before. I did one with Jimmy, and I didn't know that I could improve on that. But anyway, Jimmy, bless him, is unwell. So he texted me and says, when's the video going up? And so I'm going to do it. Anyway, what is my plan? Absolutely no plan. It's one of those lovely park runs. So I was kind of thinking about it. Obviously, I can talk for 24 minutes. I'm highly skilled in talking utter horseshit for 25 minutes. Oh, that was a spoiler, wasn't it? Actually, it wasn't 25 minutes, so there's still a little bit of mystery here. So yeah, I didn't really have a plan. I was trying to scheme, like I wasn't sure if I was going to video and all of that sort of stuff. And I was running down because I did this as a parkrun sandwich because I'm doing an anti-taper for my 10k tomorrow. And I was really hoping I saw someone that I knew there and I could like bully them into doing like wearing a head cam, and then I could talk shit whilst they try hard, which I really enjoy actually as a little sell. If you know me, if you don't know me, I'm really happy for people to just comment, and I'm really happy for them to do camera and then I can comment on it, because I'm racing a hell of a lot in the next few months and I'm not entirely sure that I will be able to like run fast all the time. I did sort of think about it because I was running down and I was thinking, I feel alright. I was a bit sluggish and then kind of got into it. And then I kind of thought maybe I'll go like really fast, and then I saw someone I run with. He's an exceptional runner, John, and he said he was going to run under 20, which is code for I'm going to run under 19. I thought, well, why don't I just like go for it? And then I thought, no, that's really stupid. I'm knackered. So yeah, this is me chilling out. I was mucking around trying to get this gruntometer to work, but at the moment, because my Garmin is making a little bit of a trip there, it's kind of nice. I was thinking about that, it's really nice. They kind of had a little chat and, and all of that stuff. Anyway, yeah, so like I tried to get the gruntometer overlay to work for this video, and A, it looked a bit crap. And then B, because my Garmin Pulse is just doing a really weird thing, it's not really working at the moment, it's not going to work unless I get one of those arm straps, so I'm going to have to get one of those for the gruntometer to work properly. Tomorrow I'm going to go full gruntometer. I'm going to wear the camera tomorrow. It's a 10k race. I'm not going, well, it's not going to be easy for me. I'm pacing a friend to his first sub 40 and he's absolutely going to do it, and I'm going to absolutely batter him. I'm not sure the course is like super fast. It's not like slow, but I don't care. I'm just going to absolutely lay into him. So I'm going to pace him. If it's windy, I'll go in front. You've all seen him in the Southwold video, so his name's Royston. So yeah, so like, I'm quite excited about that. If nothing else, we're going to absolutely batter him and annihilate him over what is probably a really beautiful 10k, but I'm going to ruin it for him by making it horrible. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking as well, like, I was thinking, what will I talk about? And I was like, oh, actually, like, I'll just drone on for like 24 minutes. Or, oh no, I keep bringing it down. I was going to do this thing. I was thinking like, oh, I wonder how to make it interesting. And then I thought I could pretend that I'm pacing exactly the time that I do, and then pretend that like I'm a super like amazing genius at pacing. And then I thought, actually, when I say I don't do spoilers, that's so stupid, because you see the length of the video, and most people, like both people that watch this, have worked out that however long the video is how long I ran, because this one was a bit different. I let it run for a little bit at the start. But anyway, yeah, but I usually like start it at the start, finish it at the end, so like you actually see the time in the video. I really like Catton. I have a lot of memories here. I had a phase of my running, maybe I could talk injury. Yeah, this is definitely the world according to Jason, so please don't take any of this advice. But I used to have recurrent, I started running probably about 2017. I hadn't done it because of my motorbike accident and kind of the doctor saying don't run, like your leg just won't be able to do it. And like I'd cycled and all of that stuff. And when I started running, I did what most people do. I didn't realise that the body kind of needs a rest. So like I just went out every single run. I battered myself, got it on Strava, got all the stats, and I was like, yeah, like super fast. And I was all right, you know. But my body was not all right. And I just got into this really, really frustrating habit of pulling a calf. It kind of got better, then running again, then pulling a calf, and it was really, really depressing. And Catton always reminds me, 5:04, let's pretend that's what I was pacing. I did have a rough idea. I thought maybe, I was hoping they were doing like a pacing event. That might have made it more interesting. And I was going to pace like 25 or something. Anyway, yeah, so like, yeah, I was in this vicious cycle, which I imagine is familiar to anyone. And someone like, I've worked with a physio, and she said, oh, you've just got shit old man calves. And I kind of accepted that was my life, and I was just going to be a runner that could kind of like get myself to a decent pace, and then it would all blow up. So I do remember years ago, like coming here, the first time I did it, I think it was back in like where I didn't have this valve where I'd switch it off and just go, just enjoy running. Like you don't have to like absolutely batter yourself every single time. And footnotes, I really enjoyed this parkrun. It was so amazing. It's like you can see it's sunny, really, really nice. Yeah, so like, you know, I think I did like sub 20. It came up a bit short, so it probably wasn't like a strict sub 20. Oh, I used to have a girlfriend over to the right who had a flat over there. In a very different era of my life. It was, I haven't drunk in 12 years, and I was drinking then. And yeah, the version of me running here, enjoying myself, is very foreign and alien to the version that was in that flat. So that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, we all change. Anyway, right, yeah, so like vicious cycle, all of that stuff. So it's really nice to like, I used to always turn up to like any run anywhere. I couldn't race because I just have this massive anxiety, just going past Rachel on the right there, hello. Yeah, I'd have this massive anxiety, yeah, practicing my social skills, saying hello, where I'd just be like, I can't race because I can't bank on my calves holding up. It was really horrible, and I don't really have that now. I have the occasional niggle. I banged on about my hip for like the first few months of the year, so I'm really lucky. I feel really lucky that I can like run, and when I get niggles and those sorts of things, I seem to be able to manage them. But it's really, really depressing because the one thing that I've never really appreciated, someone was talking to me about this week, was how much, you know, he commented, he says, you seem to know a lot of people. I was like, yeah, well, actually, about that. It's probably because I changed running clubs like I think I might have been through most of the running clubs. But anyway, like, yeah, that's fair play. And for someone like me who's not particularly social, like, if you had a camera shot of me at the start of Catton Parkrun, I was standing there, like, just like in my own world. I know a lot of people do it. I'm not special or anything like that. But, like, yeah, kind of waiting for all of this to start so that I can do the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. But I think for lots of people, if you're like me, it gives you a context where you can socialise, it gives you stuff to talk about. It's sort of like, you know, I've never been to football, but I imagine it's a bit like that. It's kind of like you've got this common ground. You see someone you know, they talk at you, you know, and you have this kind of swapping of like your joy of running. Oh God, I was almost sick then. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It is nice. Like, yeah. So, I've actually I feel like I want to come back. I had this really cool idea. I was talking to Jimmy, and I was like, oh, I need more ideas. Like, please, if you think that maybe I'm a little bit faster than you and I could pace you, if you just know that you're going to go out and smash it and try and get a PB at a park run, or like if you're freakishly fast. I would like a freakishly fast person, that would be fun. But whatever pace you're, I don't really give a shit. It's like, the reason I'm doing this is kind of, I just like watching and sort of like seeing how people view running. I find it really interesting. And it's just kind of fun. It's like this sort of video diary that I'm creating, of me talking shit. I'm collating a video diary of me talking shit about people that I know well, and sometimes perhaps that I don't know so well. it's unusual for me to come here. I didn't tell Royston that I was pacing him tomorrow. I thought it was going to be like this beautiful surprise, but I thought, oh, actually, I'll do this parkrun sandwich. It'll work out well. I need to get my mileage up because I felt like I've sort of dropped off in the pace a little bit after the marathon. I need to build up again. And I thought, oh, Royston might be there. And then I can I wasn't going to give him an option, but I was going to just tell him, oh, by the way, that sub 40 that you want, and make no bones about it. I can't run sub 40 easily. That is not like my comfortable pace or anything. But tomorrow, I imagine I would have done 39, 40, something like that. So it gives me a little bit of leeway, and it's just going to be super fun. Oh, this is Karen. I work with Karen. Hello, Karen. Anyway, so I thought maybe if I saw him then I could plant the seed, but I didn't see him until the end, and at that point I did plant the seed then. But I didn't plant the seed, I just said, oh, by the way, about that pacing thing, I'm doing it. So Catton, you kind of, I expect most people that are watching this have already been there. Perhaps you might not have been, and you're using it as a route guide. You can see it's incredibly beautiful. This is you probably can't see the gradient. The gradient will start climbing up a little bit. It starts off fairly flat and then it kind of ramps up a little bit. You do basically, it seems like 2 laps, but it's like a kind of figure of 8, which you've probably already seen one full figure of 80 thing. Although it's sort of no, it does a big circle loop. Doesn't it? Why am I explaining this? You've literally just seen it. I used to, when I uploaded it in one of the studios, I have to use 2 different sort of editing things. One to put my actual sort of video in, and then the other one to do the talk over. And the first one, it just takes ages to do the route. And I was putting up the route, and I used to put it in the bottom right. But I kind of feel like that's a little bit pointless, because if you're watching it, you're basically seeing a video of what it is. So you don't really need it. And it's quicker to do it this way. I can pretty much get home, upload it, do all my bullshit talking, get it on YouTube, and it takes me 3 hours now or something like that, and in between that I can sit in the garden and have a nap. So I felt like just here I wasn't sure, there was a big cluster of people, and I sort of wondered if naturally some people, if they're going for a specific target, and I had no idea what time I was doing. I was just having a really nice comfortable run, enjoying feeling like my legs, I've been feeling proper tired, and just I just need to chill out a little bit and just not push it for a while. But actually my legs sort of feel a little bit like they've got something there. So yeah, I sort of I don't really know where I was. I think I was trying to do a little panoramic view. It's really beautiful. So this is a bit downhill, got -2, something like that. At the time it probably feels a bit more downhill than it's actually showing there. But yeah, I sort of thought this group, if I was guessing where I was at this point in time, I was thinking maybe that's the 25-minute group. I didn't really know, but I think that tends to, because people sort of they're looking at their watch. If they're going for a specific time, they tend to sort of look down and pace accordingly and those sorts of things. So anyway, what was I talking about? It was that I think I was really hard on myself after I don't know if when you run, you sort of you start to sort of have a period where you're getting better and better, and then all of your PBs become harder to beat. And I think when you're in that phase of changing something about your running that improves your running really dramatically, which, Jimmy was texting me about the race I did last week. I was really down on it. I don't know why. I ran 39.35, which for me, I'm not that much faster. My PB is 38.54. And I don't know, for some reason I was that's really rubbish. And I think it is because I've improved so much. A few years before that I really struggled. I think I ran 42.07, so I've come a long way. And my unreasonable brain is okay, it's been the same amount of time now, and I expect to be another 2 minutes quicker, and it doesn't really work like that. So yeah, I think it's a bit unreasonable, perhaps, my expectations of that. I don't know, if you're anything like me, you sort of you're looking for all these little like bits that you can change about your running. Well, 4:37. I have no idea. Like, how do people's brains work in kilometres per hour? Anyway, yeah, I sort of like it. I guess I like looking for all these marginal gains. They're kind of like fun. And I did, after that one, I just decided I was being a bit belligerent, and I just needed to like properly like just go with the flow for a little while, which is part of the reason. Actually, I'd say this, like, I'm not sure I can run sub 40 tomorrow. I'm not sure my body is like, we were doing sprints up Gas Hill, and my body doesn't do sprinting, like it just isn't engineered. When I was younger, I was like a 400 metre sprint, but that's not really sprinting. It's a bit more kind of strength towards the end of that, and I was younger. But like, I thought like Gas Hill, you might know it, you might not, but it's like the steepest hill in Norwich. It's, what is it, like 800 metres long, and it's like 2-in-1 gradient. So it's like, and it ramps up. And I ran from home, and I thought, I'll turn this into some miles, and then I'll do the training. And in my head, I hadn't asked anyone to like, I thought, oh, maybe it's like repeats of like from the bottom to the top. And I thought, I can do that. I can like grind it out. But it was 10-second sprints on the steepest bit, and I was like, my legs don't do that. They don't like. They've got no pop. So maybe that's why I need to do that. But anyway, yeah, I took it fairly easy because my legs don't do it, and it's probably for me. Like I can't. I was about to make lots of excuses. Anyway, yeah, I'm shit at it. There we go. I'm really shit at that thing. And it was quite. I don't understand how people could move up such a steep hill so quickly. It's really quite impressive. Coming round again, so this is the last kind of half lap now. You join up with some of the people that are running sort of in the 30s and those sorts of things, so it's quite nice, and you weave a little bit. This is the bit that really hurts. If you're sort of like going for a PB, you run across the grass having just gone up that hill, and you're kind of like recovering a little bit, so it's all right, and then you turn that corner for this final like bit up the hill, and it is a bit of a bastard, and it's not the last bastard as well, because you go over the crest and you're going to go downhill. Why am I explaining this? You're going to be watching it, oh, for fuck's sake. So anyway, I'm really excited about tomorrow. It's I don't know what I'm going to do with the camera though, because technically my camera can last for 40 minutes, but only just. And sometimes it just depends on how much it has to do, how much processing it has to do. So like, I think on days like this, it uses quite a lot of memory because there's a lot, I don't know. Anyway, so I think I might have to record like the first 5k, then turn it off. And I want to do it exactly because I have to stop it exactly at a point where I can tell ChatGPT to create me like an overlay to do the pace properly according to where I start and stop the video. If I stop it at like some random point in time, I never remember it. So yeah, but I'm really excited about that one. I'm not so excited about thinking, like, I can't remember what I ran there last year. I think I only actually just dipped under 40, and I remember that being like really, really hard. So it might be a video where I'm pacing Royston to a sub 40, and then I can't actually do sub 40. That would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? I mean, it's quite likely. I don't know. We'll see. That will make it exciting. Anyway, I might have to, if that happens, I might have to like throw my cap at him so that he's got the footage, because that's far more important than sub 40. I like how I haven't even asked for permission. But anyway, you know, it's going to go on YouTube, and he'll have a lovely memory when he definitely does it. He did 40:10 last week at the Breckland 10k, so like it's there, and like the course isn't too dissimilar, so I think we're on. Yeah, super exciting. So yeah, you go around this corner, there's like, it's not really a hill, it's sort of like 2%, 3%, something like that. Yeah, and then it's like all downhill to the finish at Catton. It's really, really fun. I like that. At some point, I think there's a lot of youngsters doing this one as well. It's quite cool. I've got a really good video coming up. I've got to ask my ex's permission, but I'm pacing her son Josh to I think it's a 5k. and he asked me to enter, so that's kind of legally binding, and he has to get videoed. And like I think he's going to want like a sub 20. But equally, like he's getting really, really fast, so I might actually struggle to like keep up with him. But anyway, that will be super fun. That's at Aylsham. I think that's in like 3 weeks or so. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm just in a bit of Neverman's land. I haven't started training for the marathon yet. I think I just need to go with this little phase of feeling a bit fucked. And I've got Norwich Triathlon. I think once I finish Norwich Triathlon, then I free up a bit of time. Because, like, triathlon's mental. Like, who has enough time? I might have to, like, start cycling to work. Or maybe in the evenings, like, watch TV whilst I'm cycling or something. Because cycling's a really time-consuming one. I'm quite good at it. It's, like, time-consuming. Swimming, that's all right. I go in the mornings. I quite enjoy my little swim routine in the morning. It's a good way to, that's fine. That fits into my routine. Running, fine. But as soon as I start trying to find time for cycling, it's like, it takes me an hour to get, like, dressed to go cycling, because you have to put on those stupid pants. No, not pants. That funny look. I look like a gimp. Like I put on all of my lycra. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I deliberately go in baggy clothes and go on my like upright bike, and then I try and find people that I can overtake and make it look like I'm not trying. But anyway, yeah, most of the time I'm dressed like a utter knob. When we're passing, I think I got a bit bored at this stage, and I thought, maybe I should try a bit harder. The finish of Catton. Anyway, cycling's bollocks and it takes up way too much of my time. Maybe I'll just do spin cycling. I can blag it. If I just do a few spin classes, go out for a few rides over the next month, I'll be fine. But yeah, I'm really, really whinging. And yeah, last little bit through the woods. It's really nice. If you're going for it, be really careful through here, because like there's probably a few hidden routes here and there, those sorts of things. But it's kind of cool. Like especially if you've got like an epic battle against someone, like it's really fun, because if you get your elbows out, they can't quite go past, and then you can have like a really good sprint off. Except for I can't, because I can't sprint for shit. When did that happen? I used to be able to run. What was it? It wasn't that fast, but like 12 seconds for like 100 meters. That's all right, isn't it? Like if I could still do that, I could actually legitimately say like I'm okay at sprinting. I used to do like low 50s for 400, I want to say. I wish they had Strava back in the old days, because I've got all these things I did when I was younger and I can't actually remember like how fast I did them. Anyway, I'm sort of stretching out because I kind of feel like that's what you do at the end. And what have I done? Oh, I've done a 7:08 for the 5. Did I really? Oh, I didn't really feel like that. There you go. Do you ever have that where you kind of see a mile in a 5k and it feels a bit hard and you think, shit, I went fast enough for my marathon? Like, yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing really what the body can do, isn't it? Especially if I might do a video where I should really show, I keep talking about this bloody leg. I should do a video where I show exactly how weird I look. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to get into a sprint here. I'm just styling that out. And Catton, you are lovely. Running's lovely. I hope the parkrun, if you did it today, brought you as much joy. Hey, well done, matey. Go on. Bosh. Anyway, yeah, parkrun's awesome, innit? There we go. Catton, you've been amazing.
Right, running all the way in.